Leafs Digest, what's up? Welcome back. That was a rough game. We'll get right into this one. 5-1 the final score. We fall to the Buffalo Sabres, who I swear, this Maple Leafs group, and I mean it's been different over the years, but these Maple Leafs jerseys have always struggled against the Sabres. I don't know why. Some crappy basement organization always seems to take it to us. Hey man, they got our respect tonight. They end up beating us. Sandin gets back on the board with another goal. He's hot right now. I love to see what this kid's doing. Michael Bunting with another point. That first line is just going off, but it's Sandin who cashes in early for the Leafs to tie this thing at 1-1. But from there, it was all completely downhill. You virtually end up with the same amount of hits, same amount of shots on net. You end up winning more draws, but I gotta say, the Buffalo Sabres tonight, when it came to the 50-50 pucks, they seemed to get to all the important battles first. They just had another level. They just had another level to get to tonight that the Leafs couldn't seem to match, and that's unfortunate because we play a great game the other night against Washington, end up winning 5-3. You know, I want to say we come in here rolling on a 3-game win streak and just laying an absolute egg at home. You know, it sucks. It is what it is. It's great to see 100% occupancy back at Scotiabank Arena. We saw it last night with the Raptors and now tonight with the Leafs. Just a sight to behold. It feels like it's been absolutely forever, and in some regards it has been. But to have a full crowd back there is great, even though we end up wearing a loss tonight. So Bryson scores the first for Buffalo. Sandin goes and ties it up, as I was just saying. Victor Olofsson gets the second for Buffalo. Then it's Tage Thompson, who I got to say, I think he's a player. I've been always high on Tage Thompson. And this is the Leafs Digest, so I'm not going to go out here complimenting the Sabres who just beat us. But I got to say, I like that kid's game. He's a big upcoming power forward in the league. I think he'll be good for Buffalo. But Buffalo needs to be good for itself because they've let themselves down a bunch of times. They can't figure it out right now. But I like that as a piece. I got to say, Skinner, he gets the fourth for Buffalo, and then the fifth is Kyle Oposo, who has really tortured the Leafs before when he was on the Islanders. So 5-1 is the final score. Peter Mrazek tonight, that was not on him. He could have played better, don't get me wrong. We also don't have super high expectations of Mrazek at the moment. But tonight it wasn't his fault. He wasn't the reason that we ended up losing this one. I thought he even had his moments where, you know, he gave the Leafs a chance to get themselves back into it, made a few big saves. There was nothing abnormally great or abnormally terrible about him tonight, but he will end up wearing this L as the Leafs fall to the Sabres. Can't be having this. It really is what it is. I won't blow it out of proportion. It's just one game of many. And the Leafs, like I said, we're on a 3-game win streak. These things happen. And I come back to the fact of why does it always happen against the Sabres? It's ridiculous. I have no answers for this. Unfortunately, we missed most of our bets tonight. We did not get enough production there. We had Michael Bunting over 2.5 points on the game. You know, he ends up getting on the board with 1 point, but you only get 1 goal. So most of the bets are shot. I even doubled down on the money line late in the third period, being the idiot, gambling degenerate I am. I missed that, of course, but hey, I won't blow this out of proportion, guys. We're gonna stay even keel about this. I think this team looks really good. Ilya Bushkin looks nice, and yes, I know his name's not pronounced like that, but he is Ilya Bushkin to me, and I gotta say, I've been very impressed with his play. People were calling me an idiot for saying he's got puck-moving capacity. Maybe I said he was a puck-moving defenseman. That maybe is a little bit of a mismarket there. But he is good at what he does. He plays the game with some calmness and poise. And I mean, being a right-handed shot who's also kind of physical, you saw him jaw in there after the whistle a bit, getting in people's face. I like that edge that he brings to the game, and he's reliable as a D-man too. So we get the best of both worlds with Ilya Bushkin. The fact that he's a righty really is the selling point, but all in, he's a great package to get back here in Toronto. I've continued to love him even in efforts like this where we go down. To bring out the big plus minuses from tonight, -2 is Rasmus Sandin, even though he got on the board with a goal tonight. -1 Marner, -1 Bunting. That first line did struggle. And then the other -2s were Riley, Matthews, Nylander. The top 6 had a rough night. It really is what it is. I thought Pierre Engvall was buzzing tonight. Of course, I'm going to bring up my guy Pierre. I've been loving his play this season. I think I love it, especially through the lens of how little he gets paid. It's like $900 USD or something, but he is an absolute horse in the bottom 6. Tonight definitely falls on the top 6. They were getting ripped on, couldn't find enough answers, and then you end up with this verdict. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see, I got No Phillips with me here tonight. He thought being on the ice was more important than talking about other people on the ice, so he's out there playing hockey himself right now. I don't blame him. I haven't played hockey in forever. I miss it bad. But he will be with me next time we're on air. You guys don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for tuning into this. Like I said, the Leafs fall 5-1. And let me get a quick check on when their next game is. They play March 5th versus the Vancouver Canucks, 7 p.m. Maybe we'll get a live going forward or something. I love the Canucks-Leafs matchup. It's always a ton of fun. You don't want to miss that. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm signing off.